you may sit.
Thank you.
How are you?
Well, I don't know. I'm happy that you invited me for the meeting at least.
So I invited you for the meeting for several reasons, I guess. A few days ago, I received your letter and it says that you face many problems during your stay in our London Park.
Yes.
And I read your letter thoroughly, and I saw that you face a problem about your reservation you reserved, but in our system you didn't. Maybe one of our colleagues didn't find anything in the system that you reserved a hotel in your name, but you didn't find, and you had to wait for 1.5 hour long.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get a room, but it was also not clean. I understand your situation. I'm extremely sorry on behalf of your London Park. I think we are working on it. Last week we had a meeting with head of the reception about these problems, and we are working on it. I think we will fix this situation soon. And I had the meeting with. I can assure you that we will fix these problems. That if you book a hotel, you will get a room on time, and you don't have to wait to book the hotel. I guess this will help you to satisfy you. And I also noticed that in your letter you mentioned that you had 3 more problems, and
Yeah.
three more problems about the heat of the water, and also you get a lot of sound in construction of our hotel tennis court. I hope in our next manager meeting, I will put this agenda, all of your problems, and I will try to fix these problems also as soon as possible. And you will not face any problems during your future stay in our hotel.
Mm-hmm.
I hope these things I can assure you. And if you have any further queries or questions or feedback, please let me know.
You said that in future stay. Which future stay?
Like if you book another hotel one more time, if you trust on us, I think you will get the best service what we actually provide to normal other guests as well. For several reasons, for the maintenance problems or something else, I think it will not repeat again. I can assure you that.
Yeah. Mm. Well, my wife promised me that she would never set foot in a London holiday park again. So I'm not sure whether there will be a future stay. Really, she's still very angry.
Maybe I can give you some vouchers to stay at our hotel that you will get less price in your future stay. And also, I will provide you a voucher for to get a discount in the famous restaurants of Netherlands, Amsterdam. That if you have your dinner with your wife and your children, you can get a 50% discount, which will be very reasonable for you, or also for your wife as well, I guess. I hope these offers can help satisfy your wife and also you and your children. And also in your future stay, you will get 20% discount as well. I hope this will satisfy you.
So if I'm hearing you correctly, you are offering me a 20% discount on a future stay,
and also offering a voucher for restaurant, famous restaurant in Amsterdam.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can have some quality time with your wife and family members.
And have you seen in my letter because I asked you for a full refund, right?
Yes, I understand you asked for the full refund, and actually it's not possible at this moment. Full because you already stayed here for 1 week, I guess, and so you already paid for the rent, uh, and it's not possible to get the 50% fully refund. Maybe I can give you 20 to 30% compensation for your last stay, but it's not possible for the 100% refund. And I will give you the two vouchers as well. I hope this will help you to satisfy.
But that's strange, you know. If I buy a TV set and it doesn't work, then I get my money back. Why cannot I get my money back then? After it was a ruined week.
Yes, I understand, but it's not to be said. You already get the service, and the services cannot be provided back. And but if you buy a TV set, you can return the TV set as well. But
Which services did I get?
you already stayed in our hotel, and I know you faces many problems in your
Yeah.
stay. But I'm just assuring you that you for if other people stay in our hotel, they will not face any more situation like this, because I already mentioned you that we are working on the receptionist things, and we already had our meeting with the head of the reception last week before getting your email, because we already know that there's something wrong going on in the reception desk. And not only for you, if any of new guests will come to our hotel, I hope you will not, other guests will not demotivate or will not enjoy staying at our hotel.
Hmm.
And also for you, it's not possible because if I wanted to give you 100% refundable, it's not possible because I already mentioned we already spent a lot of money on you because you already stayed 1 week in our hotel. So we had to clean the rooms and also the maintenance charge of the hotel. Maybe I can give you a few compensations that will help you to also to eat in the famous restaurant in Amsterdam.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't mind so much about having it in Amsterdam.
Then maybe your wife will be also happy, and she will encourage to visit you one more time in our hotel, because she will also have 20% voucher from me.
No, yeah, well, you know, we will not pay. We will not pay money again to stay in your park. That's quite obvious, I think.
Uh, but I can assure you that if you stay or if you wanted to stay in any hotel in the Netherlands, you will get the best service from other hotel to in our London park if you take our service again.
Yeah, I hear what you say, but
Yeah.
I think it will not work. We will not pay you for a new stay, and we just want to be compensated. And we had a very unpleasant stay in your park where everything went wrong. And so you said, well, you received all the services and it was cleaned. We didn't receive a lot of services and it was hardly cleaned. So I think we have different opinion on my last week's stay.
Okay, if you want fully compensation, I can communicate with my. I can put this topic in my future manager team meeting, and maybe you will not get 100% compensation. I can give you 50 to 70% compensation after discussing with my other managers, and if they agree with this, I will definitely try to give you some more compensation. I will try my best on behalf of me that you face lots of problems during your staying in the hotel. That's
Well,
all I can do for
I
you.
assumed you're the park manager, so you can take decisions, you know. But okay. Well, discuss it with your management team, and let's see where it gets.
Yeah, yes, I will try my best to give you as much as I can, and maybe next week I will email you one more time to about these problems, and if you have any questions or further queries, please let me know.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for your time then.
Thank you, and here is my visiting card, and if
Yeah,
you need
thank
some
you.
more help or assistance, please let me know by mail, or you can call me anytime, and I will let you know about the compensation things next week.
I'll wait your message then. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Oh, wow, how are you doing? That was difficult.
Yeah.
What made it so difficult?
Because I made something else plan, and maybe you had something else, like you want fully 100% compensation, and you are not easily willing to stay one more time.
Yeah, that's part of the explanation.
But I try to explain more that I wanted to assure you that you can stay in our hotel one more time, and you will get best service than other hotels.
Yeah. But well, not me personally, but my Mr. Bergenhoff, he doesn't believe you, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Um, yeah, that's a pity. That's a pity. I'd like to hear your opinion, Ruben.
So the first thought I have for you is when you started, you went back to the problem. So you stated what was in the problem, what he sent to you. So that was nice. But when you said it, try to let the other person explain more, right? Because you just know the summarization of what happened, right? So then, for example, one thing he said, like he waited 3.5 hours in a restaurant or something, right? Then explain, okay, so what happened, right? Because sometimes just speaking for the person who is angry helps a lot to calm them down and to be more optimistic. Because when they're still mad and they think, okay, you're just explaining the things I've explained to you, so I'm still mad, so I'm not gonna work with you, right? Another tip, but I know you get this one a lot, so I was doubting to saying this to you, but slow down, right? Again, like you wrote a lot down, but I think that kept you from having a conversation. This notebook you had, like the words or the amount of words you had in it, just made it seem like you just had a presentation and that's it. It wasn't a conversation. And of course, the one thing that did help a lot was saying you're sorry, the apologizing, right? Because it's not something that you would want as a holiday park. So that was the thing I find. Good. And the last tip, just one small thing. It's not a hotel. It's a holiday park, right? So, and maybe one last thing. When you're given a voucher to like a restaurant that's not even a part of Landau, it gives the experience from, okay, I know our restaurants are bad. I'm gonna give you a better one, right? You need to think our restaurant is the best, so you give a voucher for your restaurant, right? Instead of another one that's not a part of your park. So those were the things that I had.
Thank you. Coco?
Yeah, I think we had a little bit the same. I will start with a tip. My first one was like, I think it's in a conversation like this, it's very important to let the customer speak first. And first it was like, sorry, Gijs came in and he said, yeah, I'm very angry. And then you came with a lot of information, but I think it was maybe better if you could let him speak. What was his problem? Like, yeah.
No, that's it.
And you were very well prepared, and I admire that. I think you put a lot of time in it to prepare it, but maybe it was like a little bit too much because you had like the whole story well prepared, but that was not the one that Gijs wanted, I think. And I noticed that you were very nervous and you said things that were not correct, for example, like the hotel thing. And yeah, also because you were like, I think, very nervous, you talked very unclearly and very fast. But it was very nice that you saw what the problem was and you came up with certain solutions already. was it.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, it is not sufficient yet. Actually, the very beginning is okay. I come in. Hey, how are you? Thank you for coming. Fine. And indeed, then you start explaining me the situation and telling me about the waiting time, about reception, about first the problem with the cleaning, etc. In cases of conflicts, the rule number one and rule number two and rule number three is ask questions. Say, I've read your mail. I've seen a lot of. Tell me again. What was it like? What was it like in the reception? You waited for 1.5 hours? Oh, that's terrible. And then what did you do? You went to this cottage. How come did you go to the reception to complain about the cleanliness? Did they come so? Did they offer you anything to compensate for it? Did they already apologize? Whatever. Ask me all the questions about what went wrong. Hey, and then on day 3, construction workers. Can you elaborate some more on what happened? And did they work all day? Did you go to the reception to ask for a different cottage? Did you, whatever, ask questions. Learn to know me, my situation, my wife, my anger, my spoiled holiday, my etc., my frustration. Pull it all out. Ask questions, ask questions, ask questions, ask questions. Instead of me telling what, of course, I have experienced. And then you start talking about the future, about the solution, and about the future stay. And then I say, well, I don't want to stay here again, and I certainly do not want to pay you for it. Yeah, I agree with Ruben. If you want to offer me a compensation, offer me anything which is connected with your park. Otherwise, it is indeed as if we can eat very nicely in Amsterdam. But if you would do so, if you have this famous restaurant you want to treat me to, offer me a full dinner, right? With everything in it and everything complete, etc. But even then, spend that money on compensating me and say, hey, I want to offer you a future stay in our fantastic park. I can show you we can do better. I can show you that I am responsible, obviously I'm responsible for your stay, and I will take care of it. I will make sure your wife has nothing to complain about. And about compensation, about refunding, you say, well, for refund, it's not possible. If it is not possible, there's a lot of explanations for that. You might say, I will not refund you the money because I think it is more important that you will be experiencing how good our service can be. So the only reason not to put on the table for not refunding me fully is that I had already a lot of services and you spent already a lot of cleaning on my behalf. I haven't experienced that at all. So that really makes me unhappy. So are you suggesting it wasn't that bad? Are you suggesting that you already spent money on my service, my cleaning, etc., and that's the reason why I can have my money back? Hey, come on. So the solution might be that you refund me fully and don't start negotiating. 20% is not enough? Okay, maybe I can make it 50, maybe I can make it 70. Come on, it's not a marketplace. This is serious business. So either you stick to your point to say, I will not refund you, I will refund you only 20%, whatever. Or say, yeah, hearing you all out and hearing all your frustrations, maybe I'll change my mind and indeed refund you, whatever. But do not start negotiating 10% more, 10% less, or hide behind your management team. You're the boss, you're in charge, you're the park manager. So So you may decide. You should decide it or not. So asking questions, take away my anger. Do not explain me what I've experienced. Ask me what I've experienced. Do not negotiate, but give me a serious offer in your park, answering to the problem of I am absolutely unhappy. You heard all the arguments. Seeing that you're unhappy, I will offer you the following and show that you take me seriously. If you do all that, then I might be flexible and say, oh yeah, why not? If you offer me a free stay and you will show your responsibility, why not? Instead of having a full compensation. If I really do not want that, I will stick to my full compensation. Whatever. That's why I said before we started, I cannot tell you exactly where the solution will lie. The way to a solution lies in starting with listening, asking, showing understanding, and building up a relationship. Only then you can work towards a solution. But you'll do it next time. Yeah? And yeah, thanks for your tips. Relax. Now, your preparation is good, but if you must stick to your preparation, that makes it difficult. And also take the time to talk, well, a bit slower. It helps. Yeah? Thank you. Sorry about this, guys.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Sorry about this episode. You can stop the recording.
It's a learning process, right?
It is. Yeah.
It's a part of it.
And Habiso, you will upload the link to this meeting in Chan's Wine Break work.
Yeah.
And then in week 7, you will do a